So Kontakt 8 is a major part of the Komplete 15 release, which was announced on September 2nd of this year. So Kontakt 8, they don't tell us a whole lot about it yet. They're kind of hoping, I think, to build the anticipation and are possibly still working on parts of it. But we do know that it will have new looping capabilities, and a new Chords and Phrases tool. And as I was watching the trailer, it looks like you can use the Chords tool to generate, it's to spark ideas, so it will generate chord progressions using instruments that you already have, which is very cool. They showed Alicia's keys and session guitarist and one of the Cremona quartet instruments in that for new phrases. New chords, they showed again Alicia's keys, and that'll give you some basis on which to spark ideas. That's not something I figure I will use very much, but it is cool that they have it there for people who need a little extra nudge in getting things started. And who knows, I may use it whenever I do get my hands on it. So the next thing they have is loop, and that opens a world of looping and experimentation. And then we got Conflux, which is a new hybrid instrument using enhanced wavetable features. Now, there is a somewhat hybrid, well, they call it an organic inspiration engine. That's Hypha. I've done a whole video on Hypha already. Conflux seems like it's kind of in that vein. It's the Play series instruments look, where it has a really nice design and minimal controls until you click on either the three categories on the top or one of those sections, and then you can go deeper into the features. So very cool right there. Now, I'm not a power user of Kontakt, so I don't have a very long wish list, but there are a couple things I'd like to see that hopefully they will have in Kontakt. One of them, and this one doesn't affect me as much, but you go to resize, that's what you get. Can't really, you can make it smaller, but you can't really resize it all that much. It does have, now I do like that they have, you can listen to the sounds before you use them, which is very cool. But one thing I kind of wish that they allowed you to do is, for example, I want to search, I misspelled that. Let's say session, and then I want to put a gap and put strings, but it doesn't let me do that. Instead, it hits play in Reaper. It would be cool, and I think I mentioned this before, if they allowed me. Sometimes I want to type in a particular instrument if I don't see it right away. Now, it could just go to strings, for example, and coming up, so we got action strings, we got the viola, we got strings in Analog Dream. So the idea behind the search is, of course, so you can find sounds that you wouldn't find otherwise if you were just looking at the instrument, which is a very cool feature, I think. So yeah, there we have a number of string presets here in Arcus, and it's cool that you can go to those. As I was saying, if you continue scrolling down, you'll eventually find session strings. Yeah, there it is, like the 12th item down the list. So it would be cool if they let you search and just, be able to pull up a specific instrument if you wanted to. This section here, I can't really complain about it. I actually thought initially that it was containing something that I wanted to, some instruments in the library, but no, it's just a link to if you want to buy. Now this one, I love output instruments. I have Arcade, and I've been using Arcade on and off for the past few years, mostly off, but I have used it on a couple of unreleased projects. So analog strings, I really like the concept of what they've done with this, and of course here you can buy it through Native Instruments because, well, I don't know if it's because, but they do have the NKS control standard that they use here. So anyway, that's my hopes for Kontakt, is that hopefully we can for those who have bigger screens than I do, my screen is somewhat large, but not too huge. That you might be able to use it full screen if you want to look at all of these all at once. But my main thing, I think, is that being able to type in a specific instrument. We'll see if they do that or not. It really won't stop me from using it because I love the sampled instruments and all the variety that you can get with them. So with that, I thank you for joining me, and we'll catch you in another video. Stay curious.